Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast here for your Thursday. Getting right up to the weekend. Yeah, baby.
Let's do it.
Ready for it.
You ready to get frisky with some whiskey?
Not me. I'm driving you home. I'm your DD.
No, I think I'm going to go with Denny's. I'm going to edit. I'm going to get all my shit done before we go to our bowling.
Look at you.
You just drop Virginia like that, huh?
I'm like, let me stay in a corner, sitting crisscross applesauce, really in pain at work, editing TikTok or having Virginia drive me. I'll do TikTok. No, I'm just kidding. I fucking love The Witch. Y'all know that.
I'm good. I'd rather not be Uber unpaid.
Oh, I'll pay you. Are we all go? We're all going bowling, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to bowl, but I'll be in attendance.
There's a Ralston Bowl. Will you?
Yeah, I'll dabble with that. Yeah, absolutely.
I kind of want to do a round. All five of us do a round of dizzy bowling, just one apiece, and see who does the best, and do a video for it.
You've been drinking some whiskey. You might throw up.
Oh, I got a stomach like a cow. As long as I don't go on no roller coaster, I'm good.
Okay.
I would love it if you threw up at the company bowling party.
That'd be pretty amazing. Yeah, because it's supposed to be like what? Like this is one of those
Team building,
bonding kind of things that we do.
So he's drunk and he vomits.
That'd be pretty
on
amazing.
somebody's bowling shoe.
I'm not going to be the only one that gets turned, because I've been to some other holiday functions. These motherfuckers get turned in this building.
Oh, you're right. They do like to get turned. I don't know if they're going to get turned at 11:30.
Are you fucking out of your mind?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
They will
You think there's
absolutely.
going to be people knocking it back and hard?
Yes.
Just show up drunk.
Really?
I don't know why. All day she's been judging me. This motherfucking
All
lush
day.
over here starts at 6 a.m. with fucking Kahlua every day. I'm over here.
She didn't drink during the week.
I didn't
Yeah.
drink Kahlua today. I had water.
You're a saint. Holy shit, Kev. We do a show with Gandhi.
Yeah, so we're doing that this afternoon, so that'll be interesting. We'll keep an eye on our social media. Maybe we'll get something posted up there. Who bowls the best? Maybe a little show competition.
I'm craving them bowling alley French fries, man.
Yeah, they do something special with them?
No, I think they're kind of just, I don't know. You got the bowling alley. They're kind of crispy from all the oil.
They're affordable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
They
I don't know.
serve 'em-
This bowling alley went through a revamp. They're all fancy now. They might be up in the price on stuff.
Bougie bowling?
It's
Whoa.
kind of a little bit more. It's called Bolero.
Oh, well,
Okay.
fuck. That's fancy.
It's gone corporate.
Yeah, they did the same thing with, what is that, whatever it's called.
Sinopolis?
Yeah. That's what they do. They take what it regularly is and they try to make it sound fancy. Bolero, Sinopolis.
You're right.
You know, you're like going, oh, man, I got to pay more money.
It just means we can charge you more.
Is that French?
It sounds French or Hispanic.
There's a whole
Bolero.
part in The Office where they're talking about French things, and if it's French, it's classy. So if you put a French name behind it, it instantly becomes classy.
Yeah, you can triple the price just by giving it a French flair.
I wonder if the company is picking up the tab for any, like,
French fries.
French fries
Yeah.
or some, beverages.
Beers.
Oh, wow. That just changes the game if they do.
You know what, though? It would be so much fun if we weren't going to a work function. If we really went bowling where we were all going to get fucking hammered and have fun, that would be a blast.
I agree.
Bowling's fun, yeah.
You're not going to get shitty today. I'm going to get shitty. You guys will not. But if
Yeah.
we were to do that, that would be a blast.
Yeah. Bowling would be fun.
You get
Excursion.
shitty for all of us. You have the shitty spirit.
It's almost the weekend. I ain't got no kids.
You're right.
I don't want.
You ain't gonna be in the school line today.
I got kids at home. Rocco's homesick. It's a whole thing.
I ain't like you married fucks looking all frowned up.
Oh, if I could run.
There you go.
But Kev, marriage is awesome.
Apparently not.
Not according to this show.
No. Let me see. Got some emails here. This one from Caitlin said, guys, I never laughed so hard at a World Record Wednesday bid as I did yesterday. Kevin looked like when a big dog jumps up and starts to lick your face. It's sweet, but you just want to back up and get your face out of the way.
That was a funny video. I had to edit that thing, and I was still belly laughing as I was uploading it.
Kevin's like, why? What just happened?
Well, then I slowed it down, and when you slow it, I mean, it's super slow. I don't know if you've seen it yet.
I haven't.
Oh, my gosh. You can really see Kevin's expressions. the fear.
Get me out of here.
Oh, you have to go watch it.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's up. You can see it on our different social media platforms. We got it on the KVJ TikTok, I believe.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can go there and see a little bit if you're watching KVJ TV right now. I got the TikTok video.
Just stand up and look,
It's
please.
playing. So you can see.
Oh, yeah.
But watch when it slows down.
Yeah.
Man on man kissing.
Yeah.
Kevin's head was so stiff.
Caitlin said the audio version is just as good.
That's what I was really laughing at, was Virginia not commentating.
Yeah.
17, 18, 19,
And
20.
you really do hear me go right before I go, hey, Virginia, you're commentating. Okay. And then you completely.
Okay.
I heard counting.
Now, here's where the slow motion, there it is. That's where it turns sexy.
Nice.
Kevin's like, I can't.
Caitlin said, also big missed opportunity when you didn't have Jason straddling you. So
I thought the same thing. I think I could have got more kisses on you. It
Okay.
was about, it wasn't about me trying to bone Kevin. It's about chasing greatness.
Drop the ball.
yeah, boy, he's a forceful guy.
I would have dropped a couple balls on him if he would have let me straddle him.
He'd like to drop a ball on your ball.
Oh, he wouldn't walk for a week.
Your balls couldn't handle his balls.
Carlos said, you guys got me going this morning. There I am drinking coffee, watching the show, and then you put on Quiet Rights, Come On, Feel the Noise, between Kevin shredding some guitar and Jaybird headbanging like crazy. I said, oh, hell yeah. Paused the show, blasted the song on my phone, and started headbanging on the couch. My dog thought I was crazy.
That's
It's
amazing.
been my favorite part of the week. Every time you play those hair bands,
Yeah.
we rock out like that.
Got one more tomorrow. Front row. There's nothing like some old school hair bands.
That's a big deal.
That is a big deal. I don't care what concert it is. Front row is awesome because you can really see like all the idiosyncrasies. You can look backstage. I had to go sit front row at Jethro Tull one time, and even that was cool.
Yeah.
She's not lying. I had front row seats to the School of Rock, and we're talking about the 7-year-olds.
Yeah.
Barely being able to play this. It fucking rocked. First row
Yeah.
is where it's at, man.
Yeah.
Even if it's not good.
You are so close, you'll be able to smell the bass player's colostomy bag.
Yes.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
Oh, from the,
Yeah, these guys are not as young as they used to be. And I'm not even sure who they are, actually. I have to look into that. Because I think
There
they've
has
kind of
to be
switched out a lot of the members.
Some guys from the original crew, right?
Yeah, you never know.
The essence is there.
Whenever you see these bands that, you know, are from the 70s, 80s, even now the 90s, and probably even 2000s, yeah, they've been a shift. They usually haven't kept the same crew together. And so, you know, there are some bands out there touring, they have one of 5 guys left.
And I'm never into it when one of the 5 is the bass player that
Yeah.
only plays bass, doesn't sing.
A lot of times it can be. I think like the Doobie Brothers was something like that.
Well, no, the Doobie Brothers have their original guy. There was 2 main
Okay.
guys, and everyone knows of Micah McDonald, but Blackwater and a bunch of the other hits was from the long-haired dude, and he's still with them.
Okay. All right. So
Micah
you still get
McDonald is
him.
such a force, though.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if the lead singer is out and it's like half the band, I'm not that into it.
Yeah, I kind of have mixed feelings on that. There's a few that you can replace. You can maybe take out a drummer, depending, or a bass player. But
If I went to go see Duran Duran and Simon Le Bon's not the singer, and then Nick Rhodes isn't on keyboards, I'd be like, fuck this.
Yeah, each band has, I think, a few signature members that you need to see, and you start normally with the lead singer.
You and Denny's are talking about it with Death Cab for Cutie. They took out their piano player, keyboardist, and it changed their sound. And that can absolutely happen in a band.
I think they've done some good songs since, but yeah, there was a guy that was paramount, and you always are worried when you see somebody change. I mean, you look at Bon Jovi, and ever since Richie Sambora left the band, they really haven't cranked out anything that's real solid. And I was kind of thinking about that and listening to some Bon Jovi. I was listening, I think It's My Life, and there's another song. I was like, wow, his harmonies and everything else that he brought to the band, you really can't replace. Van Halen was that way when their bass player left. You wouldn't think it's a big deal, but Michael Anthony was a big part of Van Halen, and the sound they had, he did all the backing vocals, and all the high notes was him.
Well, imagine if all of a sudden we change the band up and a Veronica does the dirt of the day.
Well, honestly, morning shows are the same way. A lot of times where one person goes and you try to keep it going without, or you replace, and it's anything like that. I know morning shows, TV shows, bands.
Some can get through it, some can't.
Yeah.
There's sometimes you throw in a new X Factor and it can torpedo the whole thing, and then you have a Cheers or an Artie Lang situation where you replace someone who is beloved and it still works.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that always happens.
Now, Journey, I think, still sounds good to see them live. They've got a different lead singer, and that, Parnell or whatever his name is, he's solid. He sounds good. But you notice Journey hasn't cranked out a hit since Steve Perry left the band.
But you wonder, too, would Journey be cranking out hits anyway? A lot of those bands stopped writing music. Your Journey, your Foreigner, all those type of bands.
Yeah, some of them have stopped. Some of them do stop. Some of them still try to crank out some stuff that just doesn't really hit. And then there's like Def Leppard that just came out with that song that I played you guys a week or two ago. And they're going to be touring with Motley Crue this summer. And that new song they came out with, if you're a Def Leppard fan, I think you would like it. What is
it about hairband music that does make you want to show off your tits? You know what I mean? It just
I
makes
don't feel the same way.
You don't? You don't get that vibe when Kevin's
I don't feel
playing?
like whipping out the juggies.
I don't know. It's just kind of like, oh, it's free.
Yeah.
No? All right.
But you were about your tits when we played jazz, so.
I think you just want air on your tits.
Yeah.
You're trying to cool these puppies off.
Just like bringing out them titties.
Maybe there's
I don't
something
think it's the music.
You're right. Maybe it's about just freeing them titties.
You got hot tits.
Would you like to walk around with no shirt on? If all insecurities were gone and guys weren't ogling your goodies, and you could walk around with your tits out and just to be free, would you like that?
I don't know, because sometimes when your tits are loose and you're free, you certainly can't run.
But I mean, you're not running.
I don't know.
All right.
I'd have to think about that one. It's kind of a weird question. And why are you staring at my boobs while you're asking me?
I am not. I got my poker glasses on. I'm looking at Kevin's dick.
Thinking maybe you might just be like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Just take your shirt off. He wants to be there front row.
How weird.
Your front row's great.
You would weird us that if you took off your shirt and showed your tits to me and Kevin and to the audience, me and Kevin would be we would hate it. We would be so uncomfortable.
Well, let's do this at the bowling thing for our group. Let's all take off our tops at this company bowling party.
I'm an all for one. If you all fuckers want to do this shit, I'm in.
If Virginia would do it, I'd do it.
I love it, Kevin. Do it. She won't do it. You know what, Kev? Maybe 33-year-old Virginia would have.
Well, those tits were nicer to look at.
Oh, stop it. Come on.
If you could take my tits back in time.
That would have been a fun bit. If we would have just snapped a photo of your tits every year, we could have played the fun game where you see your titties and guess the age.
Match the titties with the year.
Yeah. That we would have gotten a few hits on that.
Oh, that'd have got at least 4 likes.
We call those tit hits.
I got an email here from Dee. She said, I'm a very loyal listener to the show and the podcast. I'm sure I cannot be the only one who feels this way in your listening audience. Are you serious? Kevin isn't going to go to his hometown of Logan with the rest of the show? Will not be the same without him, and I feel Jason and V are going soft on him about going. He would stay with his dad and not have that expense. Jason offered to drive. the RV. What do I need to do? Start a GoFundMe page for Kevin to go to his hometown. Jason is looking forward to this, and now there is a Bigfoot Fest. Come on, Kevin. Yeah, I didn't say I'm not going.
No, and we're not giving you a hard time. I've just learned. I've been to the puppet show and I've seen the strings.
Yeah.
I don't like putting pressure on people, especially when they say they don't know. If you really want to go to Logan, you're going to go to Logan. Nothing.
You got a lot of outside forces pushing you, and we understand.
I understand it.
I mean, of course, we would love for Kevin to go with us and be the tour guide, but sometimes, a man's got stuff in his personal life with his family and other plans that he's had for a while.
When I was younger, I would have been an annoying dick about, come on, Kev, go. I just know, like Virginia's saying, we know each other so I know your situation. If the Queen wants to go and it works out for y'all, you'll go. And if not, you won't go.
Well, I would say I probably would go. I mean, I don't want to. The one thing I've learned in life is I don't want to say that I'm going and then something come up and not be able to do so.
Because then that would be heartbreak.
Yeah. I was looking at Spirit flights to Logan yesterday, and they were like about $130, $150, something like that, round trip.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, if the prices stay low, I would imagine that I would be going.
I would actually pay for your ticket. If it's about price, I would throw that in. So that's not even an issue.
Well, I mean, just so everybody kind of fully understands, I got two trips that we have, and they're family trips. And, I know maybe, Dee would be upset that I'm putting my family trips ahead of a show trip, but
you dick.
Yeah, that's just how I roll. I'm going to do that first. But we're going to Texas for 4th of July to see my wife's family.
Do you know the dates on that?
That's July 4th. I don't know the specific dates, but it'll be that week.
Okay.
So we're going to do that. And that's the trip that we might hopefully be venturing into Mexico, going to Juarez and check that out. So that'll probably be my last trip, so you don't have to worry about me going to Logan.
You'll be dead.
I'm not coming back from Mexico.
The cartel will make an example out of you.
Yeah.
The one thing we have to figure out is if we're doing an RV or if we're flying. We do have this new RV endorsement, so we have RV hookup to go there. Yeah. It's a matter of, do we want to commit that much time? Because it's going to be an extra at least 3 days.
Yeah, and that's kind of the issue. And with that, if you guys are doing that, I don't know. If we have somebody back here, I think the RV trips would work. I just don't know if everyone is on an RV, how that would work with doing the show.
It would be, so if we did take an RV, it would be me, Virginia, and Denny's up in the RV, and then Denny's would run the sound. But yeah, we would have to figure out if we were able to do that, which I feel like we can.
You probably need somebody here that knows the show to run
the
controls.
Suits would probably be. If you stayed back here, if you stayed back here, we'd have Suits probably stay here, run KVJ TV, and help produce back here.
Yeah.
And then Denny's, we have to, if we're gonna go RV and try to broadcast, we do need a Denny's.
Yeah. So I do want to go, and it's my plan to do everything that I can to make it happen. So. That's where we are. So I haven't said that I'm not going. I'm not saying I'm a definite. I'm saying, I'd like to, and I hope it works out.
And the good people have to realize, too, there is a chance that if we do go RV style, there will be realistically a best of or two in case things go wrong.
Yeah, so there's a lot of logistical things that we've got to work out. So
if you hear best of on the radio, go ahead and go on the social media, because chances are we'll be on there cursing and kicking equipment.
Well, I just know if we ever take a vacation and it's a best of, what the fuck, vacation? You guys didn't tell us? Are you guys dead? Are you fired?
Yeah.
Fuck you, vacation. People get mad if we do best ofs. I know that would be the trade-off. Possibly.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of angry people with any decision we make.
You are right about that.
So
right.
There'll be somebody in whatever camp.
You're right.
So we are working it through, and I would love to be there, because I can't think of anything that'd be more fun than to have, and that's been a dream of mine forever, to have KVJ listeners up in my hometown, and us trying to find a way that we can take a caravan. I can show you all the really interesting places.
I would love it so much. And so it would be really cool if we get our shit together on our end and to be able to tell at least what we're doing, me and you, Virginia, by Monday. Whether we're doing RV or airplane.
It's up to you.
It's really going to be up to. We'll have a private conversation. I want to talk to Kev, make sure it's the right move.
We're still working it all out. So if the flights stay where they are right now, I would imagine that there's no reason why I wouldn't be there. So we'll see, and we're going to work out the other details.
So either way, plane, RV,
Yeah.
I'm fucking excited.
Yeah, and if we get it locked in, I'll really go full board. I'll try to figure out what all you guys want on the itinerary and where we'll go. And I'll also talk to some of my old Logan friends. I don't know, maybe we can drop by the Conley's house. I know Don's not there.
Oh my gosh, I would be honored to get my
See if
ass.
Shorty's around.
If Shorty or one of the Conley brothers wanted to kick my ass, I would be honored to let them do that.
Yeah, maybe if Shorty's still kicking, maybe you could take a punch from Shorty.
Fucking dog.
We all will.
You don't think the views would be good on that?
That'd be amazing.
That would be
Just see
good.
what Shorty still got in the tank, because he used to be able to scrap.
Oh, he would kill me. I'd be done.
If we fly, it'll be a lot easier to schedule and set up everything because we could finish the show on Friday and then go after that.
She is right. RV sounds fucking
RV
so
sounds
fun.
awesome, but
Right.
you have to have a week.
You do.
To
Yeah.
really do it right, you have to have a whole entire week. And I don't know if we have that.
Right. It would be tough. Yeah.
For
so
this.
the
For
best
sure.
thing to do is probably flying up Friday. You can get there to Logan, pizza crossing dinner.
Then
and
we settled it right now then.
Yeah.
We're going to fly up there.
All right.
Saturday Bigfoot Fest.
Love it.
All day.
Okay, nation, you guys get it. If you want to fly with us, got to pay your own ticket, though.
Yeah.
It's no radio. Everyone gets on the KVJ plane.
Hey, what's Kevin's credit card number?
I can imagine that. That'd be fun.
All right. And with that, we don't have to miss any shows either.
Yeah.
Okay, so the dates are Friday, the 5th of August through Sunday, the 7th.
Yeah,
for doing
and
weekend.
we could kick it around too. Maybe we would go on, maybe we could go on Thursday, because I'm just trying to think of all the things to do. Because the Bigfoot Fest is Saturday, and you still got the caves. I'd like to take you guys out to Hanging Rock and just see what's going on there still. That was the rock where the devil worshippers put their
Yes.
staffs up against, and there's a good chance they probably would shoot somebody if we went out there. So
Oh,
that
wow.
adds an added element of thrill.
If I,
1, 2, 3, not it.
if I could just get a flesh
Yeah, not
wound,
everybody might want to take that trip.
a flesh wound, and I don't die, I would take that for that Logan trip. What a fucking story that would be.
Yeah.
I went to Logan, I got shot in the ass.
And they come after you, they wear goat heads.
Oh my God.
Terrifying, dude.
Man, that's the kind of Logan trip I want.
Yeah.
And then we end it with a little pizza crossing.
Yeah. We can
Do
pick.
you go to the hospital in between getting shot in the ass and getting pizza?
It really depends on the.
Don't go to that hospital. Nobody survives.
I look over, there's a horse next to me.
They're still giving you.
It's a veterinary
Yeah,
hospital.
they're still giving you whiskey and having you bite down on shit.
And that's my kind of town.
He loves whiskey. Whiskey works.
That's right.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
All right, let's get planning then.
Okay. Richard said, I wanted to ask you all a question. Ken Virginia, Jaybird, Denny, Suits. What was your best time high school prom or college party? And thank you for always answering my questions. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot there. Prom and college party, they all go different. Yeah, got plenty. Probably the most interesting college party for me was one I threw right when I was leaving high school, going into college. And I was in Athens, Ohio, at Ohio University. I had an apartment, and I invited a lot of my Logan friends. The Conleys, of course, showed up and
Oh,
all that
boy.
kind of stuff. And
Ugh. I don't know if they belong there.
They were drinking some beer and want to kick some ass, and they're almost out of beer.
well, the apartment wasn't big enough. I just didn't think that many people would show up, so I tried to keep it quiet. And I was expecting 8 friends, good friends, to show up, and about 80 did.
Oh, damn.
And that's the way Logan parties work, especially when they take it out of town. I mean, they don't behave well in Logan, so when they leave, they really go crazy. So it got hot. It was linoleum floors, and with all the sweat and everything else, people turned the hall into a slide, and they started sliding, and they hit the wall, and they slid all the way through the wall, knocked out the entire wall to the bathroom. Somebody called the cops. The cops showed up. They kicked the door down. They came in. People were jumping out the windows. It was the second floor trying to get away. Cop cars pulled up. 10 people jumped on the cop cars and started jumping on them and ripping the antennas off and the lights. Cops fired up into the air. There were people in the trees. I just took off running. I wound up downtown sitting in a bar, be like, what the fuck happened? we were escorted out of our apartment by police the next day, and that was an entertaining party.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, that's next level.
yeah.
That's pretty
And
amazing.
then they said, and cut, because it was an 80s movie.
It was, yeah. That was one of the more memorable ones for me. Do you have a party that stands out, either prom or college for you, Virginia?
I loved, I guess it must have been my 17th birthday So my mom was out of town and my house was for some reason empty. There was nobody there. And my little boyfriend at the time, Wade, told me that he was going to take me out for a fabulous dinner for my birthday. And I was all excited. Like, oh, I'm going for a steak dinner. This is so exciting. And there was no steak dinner, which initially I was a little sad about because the party was awesome, but I think the steak would have been awesome too. So if you're going to surprise somebody, don't tell them they have something awesome and then have that not be there.
Oh, so you were a snob even at 17. Okay.
Some things never
But
change.
we came into the house because I had to go change or something, and like the house was filled with like 20 of our friends, and they all yelled "surprise!" and then we had a big party. It's pretty fun.
Okay.
It's one of those epic house parties.
Oh, yeah.
The whole front screen door got kicked out. It was all kinds of fights happening in the street.
Boning? Wait, hold on. How old were you?
17.
Never mind. Oh, all right, fuck. Shit, I thought it was a college party. I'm sorry.
Want to talk about all that hot teenage sex?
Only tell me about the young girls.
You have any freshmen there?
As soon as I said that, wait a minute. How old are you?
And Bird, your party story?
Yeah, you guys know my buddy JR. We went up to Gainesville. I had a bunch of friends that were either going to Santa Fe or UF, and a good group of them. So we went up to their house, and they threw this big fucking, I mean, it looked like a movie house party, and we told everybody that my buddy JR was Moo and my name was Talk. We were these guys from out of town. We had the Hawaiian shirts. We were playing these characters the whole time, and they wanted us to go try to
You've
get.
always been a goofball.
They wanted us to go get these girls to try to come to the party. So me and Moo, JR, knock on the door. Like, yeah, we're having this big party. Oh, yeah, that'd be great. So they call my buddy up and go, yeah, your two fat friends came over here and asked us to go to a party. Oh, and I was like, damn, it really took the
Well,
wind.
your name was Moo.
No, I was Talk.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and it really was, it took the wind out of the set, because one of them was hot. I'm like, oh, this is going to be fun. It's like, yeah, tell that fat fuck, we're not going to his party.
That's the worst.
Damn.
But people at the party go, hey, where's Moo at? Where's Talk? Everyone, they bought it. Moo got into a chug off.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
Sounds like what moos do.
Yeah, that's the year I saw 5 falling stars in one night. And everyone says, you did not. You were too fucked up. But I saw them.
Okay.
Okay.
We believe you, Moo.
I'm Talk.
Damn it, sorry.
Fuck.
Why do you keep making him the fat guy?
Well, there was fat and then less fat. It was fat and fatter, really.
Who was the fattest out of you, Moo and Talk?
It was Moo. I was not. Moo, JR will tell you he was fatter than me.
Got this email from Cynthia in Hialeah. She said, love you guys so much, and I am sad I've missed so much. I found you during the pandemic when I had to change my work schedule. Anyway, my stress level goes up when I see Bird's house. I've got a small cleaning company, and I was wondering who cleans his house. There's so many small items that gather dust.
To be quite honest with you, I'm quite organized with all my toys. I would say probably 2 or 3 times a week. I'm sorry, 2 or 3 times a month. I change them up and make sure I get all the dust and all that.
Okay. So as you change them, you dust
Yeah,
them.
and it looks a lot longer and time consuming than it is. You put some music on, and it takes about an hour.
He has to rotate him out depending on who's in the diorama fighting that week.
Okay. Got to change it up. It's a new scene.
Well, I kind of take pride on changing them up every time my friends come over. A new scene.
So your friends never have the same experience twice. You're kind of like a low-budget Disney.
That's exactly what I'm going for. I'm doing the adult Willy Wonka experience. You come in there, trust me. People go, holy. You don't get toys and all that fun shit, so you don't get that world. My friends dork out if I get new toys and I set them up in a diorama-like way. I get. I'm a fucking dork. I don't care.
And this is kind of interesting. Casey had sent this in. We were talking about how much money banks keep on hand. She's saying about the same. We'd heard anywhere from $150,000 to $200,000. She said for safety reasons, most banks max out anywhere between $250,000 to $500,000. So hers is a little bit higher.
Oh, wow.
But she said, there are times where it's maybe hurricane season or around Christmas. Since demand is higher, they may keep more. So you'll see different amounts of money in the vault depending upon what time of year it is.
So at hurricane season, people come in there and take a bunch of money out. That's interesting.
Well, possibly because think if all the power goes down and, you're trying to do electronic banking, that ain't going to work if you don't have power around town.
Damn.
Think about, what it was like in, 2003, 2004 when we had those hurricanes and we didn't have power for a couple weeks. Nobody did.
Yeah.
I know.
That's legit. That makes sense. I get it. She said banks are more likely to be robbed on Christmas Eve than any other day out of the year.
Really?
Well, think about it. Everyone's preoccupied trying to get the fuck out of there.
They're
it's so
desperate
busy.
for presents.
Yeah, that's it. People feel the pressure for money around that time of year, too.
But I imagine, too, it's probably kind of busy for the bank. Everyone's going in there trying to get last-minute withdrawals. No?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Terrible suggestion,
Probably.
Bert?
No. I get it.
Sucks
Well,
ass.
people are traveling. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on.
I mean,
I'm
who-
there with you.
Who put a fucking nickel in the witch today? My gosh. You doing steroids again?
Inflation, bitch. It's a quarter.
And then she said, too, most bank robbers only get away with less than $5,000.
Wow. That is a lot of risk for not a lot of reward.
Yeah, no.
And does every bank have that button, that emergency button underneath there?
I would imagine
Yeah,
so.
I think they do.
Yeah.
It's like a little silent alarm, and they just go dink.
And I'd imagine there might be a little bit more money in a bank on Palm Beach than there is in Lake Park.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah, so there you go. So interesting stuff. Appreciate the emails. You can always get them through to us. Mail at kvjshow.com here. Thank you so much for checking out the KVJ show. Make sure you're rating, sharing, giving us reviews, all those kind of things. Spread the love. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.